to go in rehearsal.
Abuse the office of the presidency, said James Madison, quote, might be fatal to the republic, close quote. And then a remarkable thing happened in the convention. Gouverneur Morris of Pennsylvania, one of the two people who had introduced the motion to eliminate impeachment from the Constitution, got up and actually said the words, "I was wrong." He told the other framers present that he had changed his mind on the basis of the debate on July 20th, and that it was now his opinion that in order to avoid corruption of the electoral process, a president would have to be subject to impeachment regardless of the availability of a further election. The upshot of this debate is that the framers kept impeachment in the Constitution specifically in order to protect against the abuse of office with the capacity to corrupt the electoral process or lead to personal gain. Now, turning to the language of the Constitution, the framers used the words high crimes and misdemeanors to describe those forms of action that they considered impeachable. These were not vague or abstract terms to the framers. High crimes and misdemeanors were very The words high crimes and misdemeanors represented very specific language that was well understood by the entire generation of the framers. Indeed, they were borrowed from an impeachment trial in England that was taking place as the framers were speaking, which was referred to, in fact, by George Mason. The words high crimes and misdemeanors referred to abuse of the office of the presidency for personal advantage, or to corrupt the electoral process, or to subvert the national security of the United States. There's no mystery about the words high crimes and misdemeanors. Office and misdemeanors, they're both high. And high means connected to the office of the presidency.
Oh, something else.
The classic form that was familiar to the framers was the abuse of office for personal gain or advantage. And when they specifically named bribery as a high crime and misdemeanor, they were naming one particular version of this abuse of office, the abuse of office for personal or individual gain. The other forms of abuse of office to affect elections, and abuse of office to compromise national security were further forms that were familiar to the framers. Now, how does this language of high crimes and misdemeanors apply to President Trump's alleged conduct? Let me be clear. The Constitution gives the House of Representatives, that is, the members of this committee and the other members of the House, quote, sole power of impeachment. It's not my responsibility or my job to determine the credibility of the witnesses who appeared before the House thus far.